looks like my head's cut off. Isn't that nice? Well, hi everybody. Today is kind of just a catch-up day. It's been a really rough few days for me. Since Thursday night, I must have picked up some kind of stomach bug. Possibly it was food that I ate that was not good, but whatever it was, as I say, probably more likely a stomach bug because I did have the chills. I did not have a fever. And the first night I did throw up and was having diarrhea as well. So it was not a pleasant experience, nor something that is wonderful for dinner conversation. But just in the interest of being honest, it's not been a fun few days, and I really was not able to do anything the first day but have a little water and have, thank God for my neighbor, have a little Gatorade. I had one bottle of Gatorade and she had gotten me two, so I had one left for yesterday. I did try to eat a little bit of food yesterday. Thank goodness the vomiting stopped that first day, but the other end did not, and it still has not. So I'm left feeling drained beyond belief. Really not me, not ideal, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about how blessed I feel within the framework of it all. I am so lucky to have the neighbor that I have. I just cannot believe what a good person. They are both good people. She goes so out of her way to help. She really does. She just, from taking me to the doctor to taking me shopping or doing my shopping to now preparing things for me. She made me rice to eat the other day. She made me rice again today. It's not ready yet. She made me an omelet with zucchini today that she was making for herself, so she made me one. And I'm glad that I tried it because I was able to eat half of it, and so far it has stayed down. I can't eat a lot at one time, but at least if I could have half of it. I was not having solid food, and I was starting to really feel weak. So between, I'm sure, the dehydration and my electrolytes being all wacky and all of that it really was not helpful at all. So on that note, I think I'll make myself feel better and just do a little bit of my Jean-Paul Gaultier Classique, I think it is, this one. I think so. Doesn't say. I think it is. So I cannot believe how good she is. She made me homemade yogurt, and I called her this morning. I was afraid to go into the shower because I was feeling on the weak side, and I didn't have that pendant that I had bought. I had forgotten to charge it. It was sitting in my handbag for the past couple of weeks. So I charged it this morning, but I didn't want to get into the shower without somebody in. Well, the doorbell rang. It was my neighbor bringing me my rice for today. She brought me a huge big bowl of rice, and it was hot. So I wound up having my lunch, and I wound up getting dressed. So yay, I'm dressed and feeling just a little bit more human today. Not human enough yet to greet the world, but on my way. Okay, so clearly I am not going anyplace today other than getting around the house, which in itself is its own magnificence. So it's amazing what you can appreciate. I wanted to tell you I'm so excited that I finally figured out a way to put the lotion on my leg. I discovered today when I took my shower that if I sat on the edge of the tub on my transfer bench and I lifted my right leg onto the ledge of the tub, I could reach all of it except for the very middle bottom of my foot. That was really great. That was a lot more than I expected. So it's really good. And I use this cream, this body cream. I wanted something a little bit lighter than that heavier weight thing that I get from Bath and Body Works. This is supposed to be a 24-hour moisturizer. It's also Bath and Body Works, and it was like a pumpkin scent. I forgot exactly what it was. It was one of those things when they had that crazy $3 and something for their products are a lot more than that. It was a pumpkin scent. And it just made me smell so good after I put it on. So that was really exciting. So I'm happy to tell you that. I have to call Linda a little bit later because it's either today or tomorrow. That's her birthday, and I can't remember which one it is. Could be today, but I will give her a call. I didn't want to do it yet because I still have my light, and when I'm on the phone with her, it's usually relatively lengthy, so I thought I was better finishing this first. I'm working on a couple of other projects and, you know, going through some personal crises at the moment that I need to kind of focus on and really give a lot of attention to. So if I seem a little bit distracted sometimes, or if I'm not able to be here sometimes, there's a very good reason for it. And I'm trying to put all the pieces together of what's going to work for me going forward, because I need to function in this world in the shape in which I find myself. So there has to be a way to do it. I know that I'm sounding a little bit raspy. I am very excited, though, to tell you that I was able to get some food down today. So far, it's sitting there. I can only pray that it stays that way. No stomach pain, so that's a good thing. I had said that I was going to be doing a couple of videos on this, and I really want to get started on it sooner rather than later. Just putting together some outfits out of my closet and showing you different looks that you can do, different simple casual looks. I'll give you a shot of today's outfit. It's, believe me, it's nothing special. It's a staying around the house, walking around kind of outfit, and it's just fine for today. But I just wanted to do something. Once again, my goal always is to be the best me any given day that I can be on that particular day. Some days are better, some days are worse. This one is happy because I'm still feeling a little weak. And I think that not eating and having the run certainly took a lot out of me. But I'm doing the best I can, and I'm having an awful lot of help. And I'm grateful for every single moment of it. I'm going to be embarking on a new project that I will not share with you right at the moment because it's a little bit premature, but I'm hoping that I can start it soon enough that I'll be able to show it to you soon and get your impression of it going forward, because I always like to come to you for that. I know there were a couple of other things I wanted to talk to you about today. I really need to write notes now because I no longer am that person who remembers everything. Now, if you notice, I'm a little bit on the baggy side today, but that I'm sure is because I wasn't feeling well. Take a look at this. Do you see my lashes? This sort of surprised me, to be honest with you. It was time for me. I bought this a while back, but I hadn't opened it yet. It was just time for me to get a refill for the Lash Paradise. I hadn't used it in a while. I mean, I used my old one, but it was kind of dried out. It made my lashes look long. I almost think for me, in my age and my shape, that it almost looks like fake lashes. If it doesn't, let me be delusional. It's a good thing. Also wanted to share with you that when I put my lipstick on today, and what I did today was I used my, this Ulta Beauty thing that came with one of those little kits I had gotten. And this is, they don't always have, oh, they do have a color this time. This lip liner pencil is called Clay. I like it. I like the color. It could be used with browns. It could be used with a little more of a red or rosy color. This is my Beauty by Pop Sugar that I have shown you before. It's a lip balm, I believe. I had gotten that a while back in a kit too. And I can't even tell you what it says because they printed over it, so I don't have a bloody clue. But I think that's what it is. And it's very creamy. And I have to laugh, because when I put it on earlier, I took my Emile Cordon lip balm and I put it over, and again I had the same reaction that I've had to it before that you've seen, where it really looks like that scene from When Harry Met Sally. I just absolutely love the way this thing feels. But when I picked it up, I had to laugh, and I said, I'm such a star. I really am. You know, it has the applicator. So I always use the applicator. I'm wanting to keep the thing clean and germ-free. Always, but certainly now. And it has this little spatula, which is terrific. Except, like the star that I am, I used the backside of the spatula to scoop it. It worked just as well, but I was laughing at myself when I did it. And I said, I have to share that with my friends. So there you go. Just wanted you to know that. What else was there that I wanted to share with you? I'm working on the doggy video. I have a lot of editing to do with it, so bear with me again. My being sick backed me up a little bit. The potato soup, I may have to replace one or two of the ingredients because I lost days and because I didn't freeze anything. I have to see if the chives are still viable. If they are, maybe I will chop them and freeze them to be able to use that in the soup. And Lord knows I'm not making anything with bacon for me to eat anytime in the next few days, so it's gonna have to wait just a little bit longer. I certainly did learn during this odyssey what would have been a great idea to have in the house for any kind of a stomach bug in terms of having things to eat. I needed some plain bread. Having the whole wheat bread was fine that my neighbor got me. She asked me this morning if I wanted a bagel, and I said, oh, heck no. I didn't think my stomach could tolerate that. I should have had Jell-O in the house. I should have had, I think I could have even done, I think I could have done chocolate pudding. I needed to have, what was it? I should have had jam or jelly in the house. And what else? Applesauce I did have. Eggs are always good to have. I needed some decaffeinated tea because in the beginning I couldn't drink tea because it was, I don't know if that was what was raising my heart rate, but something was. So there were things that I should have in the house. And, oh, I definitely should have had some Coke, as some of my dear friends have said, which of course, as I understand in certain parts of the country, means any kind of soda. But I mean Coca-Cola kind of Coke. So I definitely should have had that in the house. And there were a couple of other things. Rice pudding I might have gotten away with, maybe not because of what it's mixed with. But anything that would have tempted me to eat anything would have been a good thing, because day one, as I say, what I had was one bottle of water that I had the whole day. It's very hard for me to have. And one bottle of Gatorade. That was it. I didn't have anything else. I really was so sick the night before that I didn't want to risk anything. And besides, I slept, I would say of a 24-hour day, I probably slept 20 hours. So I wasn't really needing to get up and eat anything particularly. But it would have been nice to be able to get out of bed. I just didn't feel able to do it. Even the second morning when I got up, I was very, very tired. But if anybody recalls, I was feeling tired for days before I showed signs of being sick. So maybe there was something germinating in my body. I don't know. I guess I could have picked it up anywhere. I guess it could be at the supermarket, which is another note to self to make sure I carry the antibacterial. But I didn't do that. I sort of count on going into the store and getting their wipes. Occasionally they're out of them, so I really need to make sure, because I'm trying to be very cautious about what I touch and about my hands afterwards. But it's hard, because anywhere you walk into, anything you pick up, somebody might have picked it up before you, and they might have something. So it could be anything. It could be anywhere. I have been lucky in the past with that. I rarely get this kind of thing. It's been years since I've had anything like this. I say gratefully, very gratefully. So I am happy to tell you that I am hopefully feeling better. Oh, I have fingers and toes crossed about a whole bunch of other stuff that I will be able to discuss at a later date. And I think that's going to be it. It wasn't all that I wanted to talk about, but it's all that my besieged mind allows me to share at this moment in time. So on that note, my friends, I'm going to end this. I'm going to try to edit it. I want to get it up and running for you so that my friends who do not enjoy the nighttime chats, and I fully understand that, and it is something that I do because there is a contingent who really seems to get a lot out of it. And I do it feeling that it serves a whole group of people very well. So forgive me if that's not your thing. I certainly get it. And I'm going to be doing as many of these as I possibly can within the framework of living my life such as it is at this moment in time. I'm very grateful I got my hair cut. It makes it easier for me. Being able to wash my hair today was a great joy. So it's looking once again a little bit human. So that is a gift. She didn't give me that really dramatic kind of A-line this time. But, you know, in her defense, it's been so long since I was there. I'm sure she forgot. And when she asked me what I wanted, she said the same cut that we usually do. And I said yes, but not realizing that she does the two. She does this one and she does the other one. So it is what it is. I don't know if the back looks anything decent. I'll try to get you a shot of it somehow, somewhere. I'm overall pleased, as I always am, with what she does, because she's a very talented woman and she does it effortlessly. So it just shows you when you work with a pro, you get professional results. So that's altogether a good thing. And once again, my leg is starting to bother me. The swelling seems to have gone down to a degree, but I definitely have to I've got to work on my exercises and do all of that as well. I've done Zippo in the last several days. I didn't even take any of my vitamins. I didn't take my low-dose aspirin, my vitamin D, nothing, because I was just afraid that I would upchuck it, and I was not going to risk that because the memory of it was unpleasant enough to last me for a very long time. Okay, take care, my friends. I will see you very soon. I hope the rest of your day is blessed, and take care of yourself. You know, I love you all. Bye-bye.